Hey everybody, it's Lebo with Lebo's Pinball. Last time we fixed the shifter here on Getaway, and I mentioned I had a couple other things I need to focus on. One is this flap actually here that is damaged and actually kind of hanging up, but it's sort of rusty, and more importantly, even like this section of the metal is just gone. So we're gonna see if we can address that. And then the other thing was that I want to swap out this coil here on the supercharger diverter gate. But for now, let's go ahead and get started to see what we're going to have to do to go take care of this this ball gate. So I ordered a new one. This is what came in from Marco. It's actually pretty nice. It's stainless, and only problem is that it's not like it's a whole assembly where I can just take some screws out and throw it in here. In fact, these screws are holding this end of not only just this whole gate housing assembly, but you'll see how this is actually riveted to this whole wall through here. So I'd have to take out a few more screws or some here on the side, and that's that's not really the problem, taking it out. The bigger problem, let me just sort of show you here, is that the way that this whole flapper is held in here is, you see this little pin that's going through here? Well, it's been staked on the end, basically. So I don't know if you can, if it's going to let me focus in on it or not. That's a little bit better. But see how it's just been flattened out? That means that like that end is trapped there to where you can't get it out. And if I go over here to the other side, guess what? It's the same way. This is not really designed to be, it's not really serviceable. It's not like you can just say, hey, I'm going to unscrew this and take this out. So what are we going to do? I mean, there's a couple things I guess we could try to do. We could, I don't know, if I've got a super set of pliers or whatever, I could try to smash this side and squeeze it down and see if I could slip it out from the other end over here and pull out the old gate and put in the new one. Or another idea, which I don't think that's going to work too well, because when I go try to put it back in, what am I going to do? Smash this out again here and get it to reliably hold itself in place? I just don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So as an alternative, the idea is I may end up just cutting this end and getting this whole pin to just slip out, and that way I can get the old one out, and then we're going to make something new. And what I've got here, I've used this actually for some other stuff with like fixing. Let me show you an example. See, like these little wire ball guides, they're kind of on the side. I've actually recreated some of these on another game that turned out surprisingly well. And I don't remember the gauge. I'm wanting to say this is like 3/32 of an inch. And this is a little smaller. This is only 1/16 of an inch. So, but I measured this just a moment ago. Let me pull this out. This is just a stainless rod, and if I actually feed it or try to feed it, it's hard to do one-handed, but it actually does fit in to the little pivot here. Let's see if I can get this in here. This would actually work out pretty well if I can get this to go in over here, and then just bend the sides down and clip it. Even though this is pretty hard material, I mean, it's a stainless wire, I think that would actually work out here pretty well. So hang with me. That's what I'm going to give it a shot. We got to do it one way or another, and I think that's going to be the way we're going to make it happen. Here we go. All right, so I've got a pair of fairly large wire cutters here. Let's see if this is going to work. I have my doubts, but we'll see if we can get it. Yeah, it's pretty hard. I didn't think I'm going to be able to get this. I might be able to bend it back and forth a little. So if this doesn't break free, what I may end up trying to do is just, well, maybe it will. But what I was going to say is I may just get a Dremel out and just kind of cut the end of it. Just something we can get this to where I can get this to break off, and then we'll slip this wire out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere on it. All right, let's get out the bigger tools. All right, let's put the Dremel on it and see if we can get this freed up. it's ready to go. If I didn't get it close enough, we'll find out here soon enough. Oh yeah, here it is. It's coming right out. There we go. So we got that out. So let's clean up the mess. I put this piece of tape here just kind of, I don't know, because I was just grabbing some of the crud that's getting blowing everywhere from cutting that. But here we go. We got the awful one out. I'm gonna vacuum this out, and then we'll get the new one in position, and I'll try bending the end of this wire just a little bit. So I've got one end put in place, and then the other side, when it pokes through, I'll have to kind of cut and measure, and then once it's in, then I'll have to bend it down, which will probably be really the only real tricky part of this. All right, so I fed this wire through here. See the one little end of it that I've bent here already. And so now the trick is bending this other side down. I'm gonna have to cut off a little piece of it and then feed it back through here and then just bend it down. So I'm gonna slip this back out and get it cut to length. All right, let's mark this about where I want to cut it. Probably, I don't know, somewhere like right about here. So be fine. All right, let's slip it out and cut it again. I guess I could cut it with the Dremel, but it's kind of just throwing more mess. I don't know, maybe I will. I'll go ahead and cut it here. Pop it back. I need to slip it back through and then we'll bend it down. All right, now with the wire back through here, I've been doing a little bit of bending on it. This is really hard wire, but I've gotten it to where it is now working just fine. And I think we're really good to go. About the only thing I want to test now is let's just show how a ball actually goes through here. Make sure that we're not having any issues with it interfering or whatever. So here we go. We'll just kind of simulate a ball just sort of going through it. Wow, it's doing fine actually. So let's try this again, just see if there's any real drag on it. None at all. All right, that's 100% what I was hoping for. So we're good. I just need to clean up a little bit of this mess. All this cleaning I'm doing now, I'm making a little metal dust everywhere. Hey, Getaway's known enough to already being a dirty girl, making a lot of mess everywhere, so we don't want to add to it. All right, well, thanks for watching. We'll move on to the next project here in just a little bit in the next episode, so stay tuned.